I must warn you, it's a very sad story. Oh.
One fine day, Thomas, Edward, and Henry were having a rest inside the sheds. They finished work early. Gordon was going to London. James was at the works having a new boiler. Percy was far, far away on the mainland, and so were the other engines. So there was only 4 engines to run the line. So Top and Hat said he needed help from another engine. Things were kind of quiet. Thomas, Edward, and Henry looked over at each other. "We need a story," said Edward. "Yeah, a mysterious story," thought Thomas. "But it's gotta have a happy ending," called Henry. Just then, the engines heard a whistle go off. They thought they didn't hear. Went far, a little ways away. Edward's girlfriend on the works being overhauled. She had felt like a new engine. And when she arrived home, the other engines asked to speak with her. "Hello, Thomas. Hello, Henry. Hiya, sweetie," called Penny sweetly. "Hello, Penny," called Edward. "Penny, will you tell us a story? You guys want to hear a story? Well, let me think for a minute." The clod pondered and pondered. "Have you 3 heard the story of Erin, the lost tank engine?" "No," called the 3 engines. "Please tell us." "Well, a very long time ago, when I first arrived on Sodor, before any of you were here, there was a very young and beautiful tank engine. The engine's name was Erin. She was a small J94 tank engine, a very rare class tank engine. She was very strong and very beautiful." Sir Topham Hatt was not the owner of the railway at the time. There was somebody else before him, a mean old grouch called Erickson Ford. He owned the railway. Erin worked happily for years on this railway. She shunted the yards, she shunted coaches for the big engines, she took care of the trucks, and she never had an accident. Erin was probably the most careful engine Sodor has ever seen in his younger days. Erin was gentle with the trucks, not to bump them, and she knew the trucks would pay her out if she did bump them. But Erin worked hard, and she didn't fight with the trucks. The trucks knew they couldn't beat her. Erin was taking a rest one day. After a little bit of shunting, she stopped for a quick rest. While Erin was having a rest, she spoke to her driver. "Driver, when do you think more engines will show up on Sodor to help out?" "I have no idea. Whenever Mr. Erickson Ford decides to get more engines, I guess." "Oh well, at least I'm proud to be in service," called Erin sweetly. "You should be, Erin. You're the only J94 left." Erin whistled proudly at this. But there was trouble right around the corner. Just then Mr. Erickson Ford arrived. "Erin, I have some bad news for you." "What?" she stammered nervously. "You're not efficient enough for this railroad. You can't keep up with the work here in the yards. I have no choice but to sell you for scrap." "For scrap? Please, Eric, give me another chance," pleaded Erin. "I can't. I'm sorry, Erin. I have to, how would you say, revolutionize this railway and bring in stronger tank engines. You're obsolete now. I'm sorry." Erin's driver was very, very worried. "Don't worry, old girl. We won't let him sell you for scrap." "I hope not," she said, shivering. "Now, I got one last job for you. I want you to collect a load of metal pilings. Can you handle that?" "Yes, sir." Erin, shivering. She didn't like going to the scrapyards. It was scary. She whistled bravely and set off on her journey. "I hope that engine learns that scrapyards are a final resting place," called Mr. Erickson. Erin chugged along the line slowly out of the yards. "I'm really worried now," she called to her driver. "I'm going to be scrapped." "Erin, I promise you won't get scrapped. I can promise you that," called the driver heavily. "But my paid work, my hard work, my dedication, I'm being taken out of service to be broken up." Erin shuddered at the thought. She clickety-clacked slowly along the track for the last, probably what she thought, the last time it would be for her, as she set off on her journey toward the scrapyards. Erin puffed along the line, nervous more than ever. Each wheel turn, she got closer and closer to the scrapyards. "I really hate the scrapyards. At least it's daylight," she called to herself, as she huffed along the line. The driver was a little more concerned now than ever. "Erin, you never get this upset. Why, you think you're gonna end up on the yards tomorrow? Well, that's what happens to old engines like me. They put us in uncomfortable sidings until we're broken up. It's painful." "Erin, I can understand that, but maybe it's just your time, old girl." "I think not," huffed Erin. "I need to escape from this island while I'm still able to," called Erin. "I don't have much of a choice left, driver. I've done everything I can." "Erin, have you tried talking to Mr. Erickson? He said he has to revolutionize the railway, and that I'm not strong enough to handle the heavy workload coming in. So he has to get rid of me. And instead of selling me outright, he's choosing to sell me for scrap. This is my last journey," she thought to herself. "Erin, you're not scrap metal yet," called the driver. "I feel like I am," she said sadly, as she huffed along the line. Meanwhile, in the scrapyard, the diesel, Brewster, was waiting. "What is taking her so long? She's supposed to be here. Take this damn flatbed so I can get out of here. I've got a steam engine to go destroy," called Brewster. He was getting impatient. Erin was hurrying as fast as she could. But secretly, Erin was going as slow as she could, so she could enjoy her run one last time. The more and more she puffed along the line, the more nervous she became. Soon, she could see the points up ahead to the scrapyard. "Hey, the points!" called Erin. "Look! The points were switched, going off the island to the mainland." Erin could see this too. The driver was a little bit concerned. "Stop here, Erin," called the driver. Erin had to come to a halt. She did not like this halt. The fireman ran up and changed the points. He jumped back in the cab and opened Erin's regulator. Erin huffed, scared out of her axles. herself. "This is just so unfair," said Erin to herself. Soon she hit the tunnel that led to the scrapyards. Her driver gave it everything she got, so she could try and make time. Brewster was getting impatient. "God damn it, where is this tank engine?" he called. It let off a blast of its horn. He was angry. Erin was hurrying as fast as she could through the tunnel to get the flatbed. She whistled as she approached the end of the tunnel. Erin suddenly felt her axle was getting weak as she puffed in towards the yards. Each click and clack made her wheels get weaker. "It's about time you showed up, Erin. You're late again." "Sorry, Brewster. I got held up again at the yards." "Take this flatbed bag and get it off my line. I got a train to scrap." "Sorry, Brewster," called Erin, and she hurried out of the scrap yards with the flatbed. Bruce watched as Erin disappeared back into the tunnel. "I wonder if she knows she's gonna be the one being scrapped," he called to himself. Erin knew. That night, Erin couldn't sleep. The thought of her being scrapped really scared her. "Driver, you're not going to let them scrap me tomorrow, are you?" called Erin nervously. "Erin, I will do whatever I can to save you," called the driver. "But we can't beat the manager unless we want to lose our jobs." "You're going to be out of a job anyway. You lose me," said Erin. "So what's the difference?" The fireman looked over at the driver. "We'll get out of here. Come on, Erin. We know a quiet spot where you can hide." Erin was pleased. "Thank God. They'll never find me there," she thought to herself. That night, Erin got out of the sheds and set off to escape. Erin was proud she was an engine of soda. The evening night shone brightly as she huffed along the line. Erin knew what she had to do, and she didn't like it. There was an old shed in a far, far away town that she had heard about. The other engines had never even been to the town. Erin huffed and puffed along the line as fast as she could. The driver was concerned. "I hope you have enough water to get there. It's a long run," the driver. "She'll be fine," called the fireman. They changed the points, and Erin was off on her way to this mysterious town. The mysterious town was known as Great Waterton back in the day. Erin hurried and clickety-clacked along the track as fast as her wheels would let her, trying to escape her fate of the morning of being towed to the scrapyard by diesels. Erin was racing her fastest she had gone in months, and years actually since she was built. "I'm not gonna be scrapped," she called to herself, and she raced on as fast as she could. "There's the point to Muffle Mountain. We'll go hide in the workshops there. They'll never find you there." Erin was happy. "If they can't find me, they can't get rid of me," she called to herself. Erin raced along, faster and faster, hoping to get off the island and into the caves of Muffle Mountain to get away from everybody. Erin was very fast for an engine of her size. She raced along as quickly as she could. "That a girl, Erin. We're almost at the Muffle Mountain track." Erin's wheels hit the track with a bump. Erin felt a small bump in the rails, but carried on quickly. "I'm on Muffle Mountain," she called. "Now they can't get rid of me." "No one can get rid of you if they don't know where you are," called the driver. "Believe us, Erin, we know you better than you think." Soon there was a junction up ahead that Erin had to slow down for. She wanted to get into the workshops as soon as possible, so no one would see her. As she raced along towards the workshops, she began to wonder more and more. The drivers and firemen had done their best to look after her in their years. Erin knew nothing. She puffed over the points and continued her journey. It was late in the night, but she was smiling. "I'm finally safe again," she called to herself. Just then, Erin's driver looked at her water gauge. "Erin, you're running low on water." "The workshop's just around the bend," she called to her driver. "Once I'm at the workshops, I'll have plenty of water." "I hope you're right, old girl. I don't know how much longer you can last with the little water you have left." "You worry too much, driver," called Erin. Found the Muffle Mountain workshop. "The workshop!" she huffed. Erin quickly puffed inside the workshop. And her driver greeted her snugly and said goodbye. "That's not a happy ending," called Thomas. "Ah, Thomas, just wait. There will be one, but that will have to wait until tomorrow."